Well, welcome to the last day of school. Cannot be bad, right? I just wanted to say a few things, though, because this has not been the regular school year that we've had year in, year out in the past. I've had nearly 50 years of school, and this is different. And I think that it's befitting that I actually recognize your teachers for the extra effort that they had to put in to run two types of school, really. A virtual online school and a school where people were in person. That took a lot of extra work from them, and I think they deserve a round of applause because that's something that was very different and very important because it allowed us to have school for the full year. So can I give them a round of applause? But then, guys, there's yourselves, because you know it takes two to tango. It takes teachers doing something, but it takes you being willing to participate and give it your best. So I'm also going to ask for a round of applause for you, because you did a great job too. And usually a headmaster can't really comment on that because he doesn't actually go and do the classes. But I had the great privilege this year of working with the 8th and 7th grade students teaching math. And I saw that they really do care about their learning, they really do try, and they really are willing to go the extra mile to make themselves successful. So I thank you for being nice to me when I was in your classroom and for making this work. Lastly, I want to thank you, the parents, because you know, nobody came to school sick. Nobody came with a fever. We stood there religiously taking temperatures, but nobody actually came out and had a temperature or showed up ill. And I think that is down to you. You followed the rules, you followed the quarantining, and I thank you because that would have been a real challenge for us if you had not been supportive. You were supportive, and for that I truly thank you and say I think you played your part, and it was kids, teachers, administration, and parents made this work. So thank you very much. So welcome to the last day of school, but we've got more to do. Mr. Murphy.
Well, Mr. Allen took the first half of my speech, so my opening remarks will be briefer than planned. I wish we didn't have to wear masks so I see everybody's laughter, because that was a great joke. Okay, all right. Thank you, students. No, again, this was a year unlike any other, and I want to welcome you to, a celebration of that year, a celebration of what we were still able to accomplish through everything, through the differences and through the unprecedented times that we found ourselves in. So I don't want to take up too much more time because I want to get to the students. We want to hear from our Student Council President, Anthony Mazzoni. I know he's ready to give that speech. But again, this is a celebration of our students and what they're able to accomplish. So Anthony, I'd like to welcome you up front here.
Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I would just like to congratulate and thank all the staff, teachers, and students for doing an amazing job at being able to keep us in school almost the entire year. I would also like to say thank you and good luck to Mr. Murphy at your next step after the academy. Lastly, I would like to say congratulations to Ms. Bowman on getting the job as the next middle school, upper school principal. Now that we have all that out of the way, I would like to talk about what we did this year. It won't take long because we couldn't do much due to the safety restrictions, but we did the best we could with the current pandemic going on. Some of the events that we had included a trivia night, movie night, and kickball tournament that yours truly won. We also had denim days where the students could pay money to wear denim and all of the profits went to the charity of that day. And last but not least, we brought back Twisted Thursdays, which was my favorite of all of them. Okay, so for students who are staying and continuing their journey through Harrisburg Academy, I just wish you the best of luck on your adventure because I really enjoyed the school over the years. I savored many memories, such as Michael throwing his phone at a brick wall, or having a snowball fight with the entire class. That's all I have to say, but thank you all for listening, and hopefully when the restrictions are lifted, next year's student council will be able to have just as much, if not more events, and have more fun. Have a great summer.
I would now like to welcome Lindsey Bowman to the podium for student council presentations.
Good morning. Thank you. Great job, Anthony. Middle school student council had to function differently this year, but providing fun events like a virtual trivia night and in-person movie night and improving the middle school experience remained our top priorities. I would like to recognize the members of the middle school student council now. When I call your name, please come up to receive your certificate. First, though, I have a few special certificates. Those I have deemed as honorary middle school student council members. Please join me, Kira Greiner, Katie Mumford, and Gianna Zanolini. I proctored a B-block study hall with these three girls, and their willingness to help was unmatched. They hung posters, ran materials to teachers, and basically took over the Twisted Thursday pretzel distribution. They were an enormous help to me, and so to all of you, in making sure that everything got done. Thank you, girls. For our elected positions, 6th grade representatives, up first, Acadia Catherman. Ava Rooney. Seventh grade, Mason Moret. Eighth grade, Olivia Dick. Olivia was responsible for our amazing music at the kickball tournament, has the biggest speaker I've ever seen. Our historian, Michaela Tietz. Michaela put together the awesome slideshow we watched yesterday. Our treasurer, Samantha Duncan. I know Samantha was a little disappointed I didn't have so much money for her to handle this year with our change of events, but she still stepped up and was very helpful. Secretary, Hadley Qualls. Hadley was our diligent meeting record keeper and made sure that everything got done and held us to account. Our Vice President, Michael Chotner. And our President, Anthony Mazzoni. I can't really talk about one without the other, but they brought a lot of humor to our meetings. As many of you know, advising the Middle School Student Council is one of my most cherished duties outside of the classroom. While I will not serve as the advisor next year, I look forward to continuing to partner with the Middle School Student Council in my new role. At its best, I believe education builds empathy, resilience, fosters civic values, and encourages students to reflect on how their actions and inactions contribute to our school community. Students, I challenge you then, whether you seek Middle School Student Council office or not, to consider the environment in which you wish to learn and grow, and how we can honor and respect all voices at Harrisburg Academy in our efforts in future years. Thank you.
Actually, Ms. Bowman, we have the Social Studies Awards up next. So Should have looked at the program sooner. So, Ms. Bowman with the Social Studies Awards.
Hi again. Our first award is the Margaret T. Carey Social Studies Award. This is given each year to a student in grade 6 who is stimulated by an unusual interest in travel, historical traditions, or contemporary events to undertake projects related to social studies outside of class and to achieve high levels in classwork. This year, the recipient is Blessin Martin. The Stephen B. Stewart History Awards are presented to a 7th grade and 8th grade student who demonstrate through their questions, research, travel, and projects a genuine interest in history, summer experiences including but not limited, history, politics, and contemporary global issues. This $200 award will be applied to further the students' summer experiences, including but not limited to trips to locations of historical interest, camps, seminars, museums, festivals, research, and other historical pursuits. The 7th grade recipient is Mason Murat. The 8th grade recipient is Samantha Duncan. I'd now like to welcome John Martin.
Good morning. It's nice to see parents in the gym because we didn't get to have them in basketball season, so it's nice. I'll just think this is a basketball game and you're all going to be cheering right now. All right. The Health and Fitness Award recognizes 2 6th grade middle school students who have displayed outstanding effort, sportsmanship, and academic excellence in health and fitness. It is my pleasure to present this year's Health and Fitness Awards to Ava Rooney and Shreyan Kappa. The John B. Moleski Awards. This is presented to the 8th grade student or students who have participated in at least 2 seasons of sports in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade and have earned head of school scroll for those same years. This year we have 6 students who have met those rigorous standards. I'm very happy to present the Moleski Awards to Michael Shaftner, Vivian Connor, Samantha Duncan, Anthony Mazzoni, Hadley Qualls, and Michaela Tietz. Oh, okay. Michael? There you go. Boom. All right. I'd like to present now Mr. Jeff Kopis.
Thank you. The Trustees Art Award is presented to the student whose cooperation, interest, imagination, and involvement have contributed to all phases of the art program. The recipient of this year's award is Michaela Tietz. On behalf of Ms. Haywood, I will be presenting the Harrisburg Academy Middle School Drama Award. It is presented to the 8th grade student who goes above and beyond, not only during performance, but in class, setting a good example, demonstrating the hard work it takes to excel in theater. The Drama Award goes to Leo Foschi. Would now like to welcome Mr. Huey.
Right, good morning and bonjour to everyone here. The Middle School French Award is given to a student who has consistently achieved high standards in all facets of the French language. And I wanted to take a moment to congratulate the entire 8th grade class for their resilience and for their energy that they gave to the class this year. It was, unmatched really by any class in the past few years. So thank you so much for that. This year, the award is presented to Michael Michel Chautner. And now I would like to invite Senora Velasco to the podium. Thank you.
Good morning. The Middle School Spanish Award is given to the student who has consistently achieved high standards in all facets of the Spanish language. 8th graders, you know you will always have a special place in Señora's Corazón. Okay, wherever you go, I remember you, and I'm pretty sure you remember our years in a Spanish class. This year, I would like to present the award to someone who has gone above and beyond from day one. It's my honor to present the award to Miss Samantha Duncan.
The Spanish way.
I would like to invite Ms. Shikrantia to present the Science Award.
Good morning. The Middle School Science Award is presented to the student who has exhibited a keen interest in the sciences. This year, the award is presented to Samantha Duncan. Congratulations. And 8th graders, you did a great job. And remember, science is in every aspect of life. So go science, keep on working hard, okay? And I would like to invite now Mr. Harding to the podium.
Good morning. The Harrisburg Academy Middle School Technology Award is presented annually to the student in middle school who has shown proficiency in computer technology, displayed the ability to apply skills creatively, and made significant contributions to the Academy's technology program. This year, the recipient is Mason Moret. I would like to invite Mr. Frangel to the podium.
The ability to write well is probably one of the most crucial academic skills that we can develop here. And we had many good writers in the 8th grade this year, absolutely. But this year, the William and Mary Shaftner Writing Award is presented to the boy or girl who has done outstanding work in writing. And this year, the recipient is Hadley Claus. I'd like to reintroduce Mr. Murphy.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Frangel. I think everybody knows who I am by now, but I appreciate the reintroduction there. All right. So, the Middle School Mathematics Award is given to the student who has exhibited outstanding ability and interest in mathematical endeavors. This year's award recipient is Eileen Wang. Eileen, you got to come back. We got to do an air 5. I do air 5s. That's amazing. The Spong Family Scholarship at Harrisburg Academy is awarded to 8th grade students who have re-enrolled for 9th grade. The scholarship is funded through the bequest of Marion M. Spong, which provided over $300,000 to the Academy's endowment in support of student scholarships. We are proud to recognize Samantha Duncan, Hadley Qualls, and Michaela Tietz as our Spong Scholars for 2021. Please join me in a round of applause for these outstanding scholars. All right, now we can go. There we go. The Outstanding Middle School Character Award is presented to the student or students in the middle school who demonstrate consistent academic achievement, school spirit, and a strong commitment to the Academy and its mission, a notable record of service to the school community, and a caring and sensitivity to others beyond what is required or expected. The recipient this year is Samantha Duncan. The Seiler Awards are presented to the student in each grade who's shown consistent effort and worked independently to achieve academic growth. This year, the recipients are, for 6th grade, Madison Reif. Right to pass, right to participate, right, kids? Right, okay, all right. For 7th grade, Willow Din. And 8th grade, Gianna Zanolini. The Middle School Scholar Awards are presented to the student in each grade who has achieved the highest grade point average for the year. This year, the recipients are, for 6th grade, Shireen Kappa. For 7th grade, Liliana Hathaway. And for 8th grade, Rikriti Bathini. The Head of School Service Award is presented to the student who has demonstrated, through their efforts, a caring and sensitivity for others beyond what is expected or required. This year, the recipient is Hadley Qualls. The Stuart Derrick Award is presented to the student or students in the middle school who best exemplify the highest ideals of the Academy through their overall achievement and spirit in many areas of school life. The recipient for 2021 is Michaela Tietz. Okay, 8th graders, there is one final test you have to pass before moving on from 8th grade. It's a hybrid PE test and English test. Okay, everybody's ready? All right. I need the 8th grade to line up on the baseline down there in alphabetical order by last name. Go. Look at that Academy education, everybody. There we go. Congratulations, 8th grade, you passed. Yes, you did it. As I call your name, please come to the front, receive your certificate from Mr. Allen, and an elbow bump. And then you will stand and take a picture with Mr. Allen. All right. Bailey Bankus. Oh, picture. Ritkriti Bathini. Michael Chotner. Vivian Connor. Olivia Dick. Samantha Duncan. Leo Fashi. Kira Greiner. Adrian Jones. Anthony Mazzoni. Katie Mumford. Hadley Qualls. Michaela Teets. Gianna Zanolini. It is my honor to present to you Harrisburg Academy's 8th grade class of 2021. Let's have a round of applause. time for my closing remarks. So, I am going to say something to the 8th grade class, and all students in general, but specifically to the 8th grade class, because it's your celebration, it's your time. And I think your parents and families will probably agree with this. And it's going to sound a little harsh at first, but trust me, I'll come around to it. You don't know everything you think you know. Sometimes more powerful than what you do. For example, who would like to tie my tie? You want to try it? Okay, here we go. See what you got. No, you tied on you.
Me?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Was not expecting a bow tie, but we got one. But, you know what Katie did there? She made that her own. And that's what I want really for the class, this 8th grade class here, is to make things your own. And to take ownership of them and to make them yours. But then also to remember that even if you don't really know how to do something at the start, that doesn't mean you can't do it. Just means you need to keep on practicing. And at some point, you'll be able to do it without thinking. Never had this much of an audience. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the greatest length, but it will be, we'll have a tie here. All right, we'll fix this before convocation this afternoon. And even if it's not perfect, that doesn't mean it's over. It just means you got to go back and try it again. So the 8th grade class, I know that wherever path you take, whatever you do next, that you will do it fully. And that is what we've come to respect and admire about all of you. So, now for the ceremonial promotion. 8th graders, you got to share it with everybody else here. So, 6th graders, will you please stand? I now, by the power vested in me, by Adrian Allen, and the Board of Trustees of Harrisburg Academy, pronounce you 7th graders. All right, current 7th graders, will you please stand? By the power vested in me by Adrian Allen and the Board of Trustees of Harrisburg Academy, I now pronounce you 8th graders. And 8th graders, will you please stand? Okay, sit back down. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, all right. Congratulations once more on completing middle school. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journeys. And thank you all again for joining us here today. This concludes our middle school closing ceremonies for this year. Thank you again for giving us the opportunity to share just even a small part of your children's lives, and we thank you for that. Mr. Allen?
He's too modest to say it himself, but he really did care about you guys. He really did. I mean, he goes into that math class with you guys in 6th and 7th grade and gives it his all. And math is not his thing. He's a social studies teacher. And I just wanted to take my hat off to him and say, you know, running a high school and a middle school is a challenging job. And he gave it his all. He was here late, he attended games, he watched you do almost everything. So I think he deserves a round of applause and our thanks. So now it really is over. Yes, it is. It's done. Thank you.
All right. So if middle school, if you ordered a lunch and you still want to pick it up, you can do that and grab that on your way out. But everybody else, certainly feel free to stick around and take some pictures. Thank you.